Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Smart Money Concept webinar with me and Roman. Today, we're going to do the market overview as promised yesterday. Yesterday, we did a backtest session with great results, 23 point something percent. So very decent on Tron. But today, we're going to be looking at the markets themselves in their current state. So, of course, with me, I have Roman. Hi, Roman. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing well as well. I'm a bit snowed in, so that's why I'm in my home office today. But yeah, apart from that, I'm doing great. It's nice and warm here. So yeah, excited to see what the market will bring in 2026. What about you? Obviously. Yeah, I can appreciate that. So anyone on the chat, let us know if you're here. Let us know if you have any questions about what you're seeing today. If you want a specific market to be charted, that's also possible. But if you're just here to relax and enjoy what Roman has to tell you, then obviously that's also fine. Do make sure that you leave that like and that you subscribe if you want to see more of us. All right, Roman, take it away. They cannot hear you. Are you... Oh, you have to join StreamYard. As I'm in my home office, I don't have my sound panel. I thought you were here already, but... Roman's on his way. It's always... I need to have two setups, one at home and one at the office. All right. Here he is. Dimitro, we need one of those waiting tunes, like technical difficulty screens. We'll be right back. And then a little bit of that lobby music. I can hear Roman just fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you there? Yeah. But I don't see you. Yeah, I see you now. There you go. Yep, you're here.
Does it work?
Yeah, I do hear an echo now, but I can quickly fix that. Or if you can mute yourself on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, that should be better. I'll mute myself on Zoom as well. There you go. You can still hear me?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another market overview. Today we have Roman with me. Hi, Roman. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you? It's a nice way to waste like 5 minutes.
Exactly. All right, we've lost all the audience now, but hopefully they'll be back soon. Again, hit the like, because this is kind of, it's almost slapstick comedy at some point. We do need to have that nice background music. All right, take it away, Roman.
Okay, yeah, let's look at the charts. And do you have any expectations for the year?
Like for general? The year? Yeah, basically what you've drawn in the chart here.
Yeah, but that's the dollar index.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter for basically any market. This is the expectation. At some point, it's going to go up a little bit and then further down.
Yeah, and to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too much to actually see on these charts, because pretty much everything that we discussed in the last year, in the last month on the previous stream, it's still there. Let's see if there are any details. But on dollar index and on euro, there was pretty much no changes so far, because markets are still being pretty boring since it's just the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the dollar index, we have this chart. We are in a range, which usually means that we are going to see the test of this bottom part of the range. So maybe we'll see some kind of a test of the weekly fair value gap, and then we'll go down to test the bottom part of the range.
Yeah, I mean, what is your take on this in terms of like what they did in Venezuela? Like, because what I saw was that if the US do get their hands on the oil and they are able to profit from it, then that would be make it a dollar a little bit more stronger, as a lot of the oil and dollar strength is, the dollar is basically linked to the strength of the oil as well.
Yeah, but to be honest, like, the strong dollar is not the main interest of America because of the debt that they have, and they have somehow repay that, and so their best interest is to inflate the dollar as much as possible. So basically make it weaker and then pay it out somehow. So yeah, I would say in the long term, this is not their interest.
Okay.
And yeah, in general, I'm not sure, like, current state of American politics is pretty confusing to me.
I think to everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
trying to claim the Nobel Prize for Peace and then starting almost 2 wars, first of Venezuela and then Colombia next, and maybe even Greenland and things like that. It's like, yeah, this is really someone seeking peace. Yeah.
Yeah, but like in general, it's hard to understand what is the main intent behind all their actions. But it looks like they don't even know what is the main reason for that. Like, they have no idea what they're doing. Like, my best guess would be, my main conspiracy theory that I believe in is that we're just seeing the end of the world order as it was for the past like 80 years. And yeah, Trump is there to just finish it.
Yeah.
And he can
maybe
do whatever he wants.
Well, we can only find out, I suppose.
Yeah. And also based on that, so I remember I shared with you this theory about the bank's collapse at some point. So there is a theory that by the 2030, I believe, there will be some major bank hacks, and then all the politicians will just come out and say, like, yeah, you see, someone hacked all the banks, we lost all your money, yeah, we had to switch to blockchain. Now let's build something on blockchain. And and now, until it's not there yet, they're still like buying all the crypto that they can, so that when we actually move to blockchain, they'll have all the assets ready. So yeah.
All right. Well, it's a bit doom and gloom, but luckily we're in the crypto, so that's good, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're early.
Yeah. I mean, if we look at this in the long term, we are early, but we just need to make sure we're staying in the market and not getting wiped out.
Yeah.
Because they will do whatever they can to make you think that crypto is done and it doesn't worth anything.
Or they are trying to break the 4-year cycle.
I mean, yeah.
So maybe we're all, selling our stuff now because we expect a 4-year cycle. So we expect the lowest point in October this year. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, we're going to go up earlier.
I would say, like, these are different time frames. Like, to me, I would say the 4-year cycle is still there. And probably by the end of next year, or maybe, I don't know, within like 2-3 years, we'll see some hard narratives about, like, you have to sell all your crypto. It doesn't worth anything. We'll see some regulation, something else. And then in the end, like in 5 years, we'll see that crypto rising again.
You're even more conspiracy theory than I thought.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the dollar index. Meaning, can we explain what this means again? So if the dollar index goes up, then that's bad for Bitcoin. If the dollar index goes down, that's good for Bitcoin?
Yeah, usually when dollar index goes up, and then everything else is going down, including euro, gold. Well, not usually gold, but yeah, euro, crypto, and anything else. And yeah, if it goes down, then everything else goes up. But it's not like complete linear dependence, but there are some sometimes like it works like that. So yeah, this is what I would expect from the dollar index within like next, I don't know, like 3 to 6 months maybe. So to probably retest some region here, this weekly fair gap is the only part that we have here that makes sense. We had a smaller fair value gap here that has been tested already. So maybe we'll even see the move right here to the downside. And yeah, it would be pretty good to test this bottom part of the range. And after we do that, let's switch back to monthly. So testing one of these fair value gaps on the monthly would make a lot of sense to me. So this would be like more 1 or maybe even 2 year goal for a dollar index. So yeah, let's see what I have on euro. Euro is pretty similar, but it doesn't have that clearly defined range because it didn't have the test of the bottom part of the range here, while dollar had the test here. So it means euro is stronger for now.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's going to continue on. There's sort of like an ascending triangle or bull flag.
Yeah. And the only question is how far it's going to go up.
Yeah.
So
this definitely looks like a continuation pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see these patterns on the higher time frames. I didn't check this. But still, I think, like, to me, the main scenario would be something like this. So have another test of this monthly fair value gap, and then drop down into this one. So it's pretty much the same that we have on dollar, except it's mirrored.
Yeah, that makes sense. Euro is a big part of the dollar index, of course.
Yeah. Let's see what I have on gold. I didn't check gold.
Wow. That's an insane run. That can't be sustainable, right?
I mean, it might go up for a few more months or maybe even years.
Yeah, true. This is a month, but
yeah, like something that we had here just went up and up and up for many months.
Crazy.
Yeah, and if we see some huge global developments, I don't know, maybe another huge war or something else, then yeah, why not? It can go up to 10K maybe. So yeah, there is like no reason to think that gold is about to drop anytime soon.
No, on the monthly it isn't. Yeah, or at least it won't drop that quickly. It will take months for it to go back to like 3,000 if it happens.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if we are seeing like another global war any like coming months that we might see some correction, then it will go up again extremely fast. Because that's just how it usually goes with all these metals. So yeah, nothing really to see here. I was able to take one position on gold with the smart money concept. I believe it was something within this region.
Yeah, that's a nice quick dip in the fair value gap.
Yeah, it was my first test of the strategy on gold, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, that's a decent trade to take.
Yeah, and also if you look back at gold, it happens pretty often. Like these positions with daily fair value gap and then 1 hour shift, or weekly fair value gap and 4 hour shift, they happen pretty often with pretty good win rate. So it's something to look for at some point. Like it's pretty good for long-term positions. So yeah, it would be good to add this to our watch list, but not at this point because you have no interest.
It's definitely still long. That's for sure. So there might be some long opportunities on the daily.
Yeah, the only problem there is no way to place your stop loss right now.
Yeah. The market cap. And this is the crypto market cap, right?
Yeah, that's something that we haven't checked for many months. Let's see what we have here. So this is something that we expected. What was that? In October or maybe even in September. And yeah, the arrow was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
That's good to see. Yeah, that's what I mentioned yesterday after the stream. So when you look at the higher time frame and you just draw these arrows, it usually goes pretty well.
Yeah, the general direction was good. Like obviously you can't predict the exact bottoms, but the direction. If you can already like pretty well define the structure and the direction of the market, then on the high time frames, that helps you massively in finding the right setups on the lower time frames. Are you going to go long or short?
Yeah. Actually, what I realized is that understanding the narrative, like the idea where the price is coming from and where it's going to, this is like 80% of your success.
Yeah.
So if you do that correctly, then that's it. All you need is just to find a good entry.
Spotting the trend and riding the trend on the lower time frames. That's indeed, it's a key part of increasing your success rate.
Yeah, it's also interesting to see this Fibonacci grid that I had here with this line, and it almost hit this one exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we all know that Fibonacci is also a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, but that's fine. Self-fulfilling prophecies are fine because they are consistent and tradable and helps you to make better decisions.
Yeah, so let's see what we have. On monthly, we have just one fair value gap here, which is already, it has been tested. Which is, I don't know, it's pretty scary because I expected to see some kind of a move up one more time. So maybe we'll see something like this. But on weekly, there is just nothing to see at all. Like no points of interest.
Yeah, it's very slow. A lot of it is sideways movement on the markets.
Yes, there's the shift, weekly shift, and there is nothing. Except that's the only thing that we can take. The Fibonacci retracement, the premium discount.
Yeah. But how was it in the past? How was it in the last cycle after you saw the double top? Also nothing.
Yeah. I mean, there was this one.
Oh yeah. But nothing. It's nothing major. It's like just a tiny
let's
one.
check monthly. Yeah, that was monthly fair value gap that wasn't tested.
And do we currently have a monthly fair value gap? Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
do,
have
but
a
that was
small one.
taken. So this could be the indicator of it already reversing.
Yeah, it could. So yeah, the only reason to go up again would be this Fibonacci like premium discount area.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll see a test into this middle of the Dylan range. But that's quite a lot. It's like 12% almost.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still possible. It's not like, what is that? If we are at, if we're at 91,000 right now, then all we need is like 110. Oh, no, not even that. Like 105,000, something like that would do it.
It looks like there's a tiny fair value gap there. Daily, maybe. Yeah, daily.
And
No.
there's the gap. And it was taken. Yeah, there's another daily fair value gap. A lot of them. But yeah, I would really love to see this swing high taken at some point. This would be a great reversal point.
Yeah, but is it wishful thinking? Because it's quite high considered to the like close to the tops.
Yeah, it is.
I mean that gap seems more likely. That's kind of my target for the shorts.
Yeah, I mean, this would be like, I don't know how to call it, like not the worst case scenario, but this is the highest that it can go, I believe. So if we go past the weekly fair value gap, then we'll probably get to this one. But yeah, let's go back to the market cap. So yeah, this one doesn't have any weekly targets, which is interesting. And let's see if we go down, where can we go?
Yeah, you've got the weekly fair value gap is not fulfilled.
Yeah, I mean, this whole liquidity pool that we have here, because it looks so good to be taken.
Yeah, it's
And you
building.
have this on pretty much every coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much everything. They have these compression that will be taken.
Yeah, and then the next point would be the next low.
Yeah, I just want to check if there is anything on other time frames. Yeah, so there is like annual fair value gap. If you want to look at these.
We're going bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and this one pretty much aligns with the swing low here.
Yeah, but I would assume the first. Yeah, this indeed. Yeah. Oh, this one.
Yeah. So I would say that we'll probably see the end of the cycle, the bottom of the cycle, somewhere within this area. Which is like, it's pretty good. It's not that far. 60% drop compared to this one. This was 75.
Yeah, because you also see in the last period, it goes sideways a lot.
Yeah,
So
but
you get
that's
some
exactly
kind of
what will
trigger.
happen.
Yeah, you'll get some kind of trigger that will push the price down for a few months, and then a lot of sideways movements, and then slowly but surely, they would have accumulated enough for it to push the price back up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if we need to check the dominance chart. Yeah, there is not too much to see. I think we can just switch to coins and start building our trading plans.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the monthly time frame. Yeah, I mean, on monthly, the plan is pretty simple. And remember, as I mentioned yesterday in the backtest session about the order blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this would be something that I would consider an order block. So it's basically the shift on the higher time frame. And yeah, I think this would be, again, the area for the Bitcoin to reverse.
So that could be like the accumulation phase, and there'll be a range in that order block somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty wide range here, from like 50 to 70,000. I believe it would be like from 60 to 50 maybe. But yeah, we'll most likely see something that we've seen here. What was that? It took like,
Yeah, almost a year.
yeah, quite a lot. And it was all within, I believe, monthly fair value gap. And yeah, it was annual fair value gap as well. So yeah, this would make sense to me on Bitcoin. And again, previously it dropped pretty far. It dropped 77% from the top.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I believe it would not be that far. So yeah, 60% is what I believe in. And it's mostly because we see this huge adoption of Bitcoin in institutions.
Yeah. But that's also like if you've seen the linear regression chart, that's also in line with that, right? So over time, you get diminishing profits, but also diminishing losses. So it slowly starts to move towards a more stable price action.
Yeah, it's like smaller swings. But yeah, I just believe that this explanation about the interest in institutions, this is what makes it slower.
Yeah.
Because yeah, if we look at other coins, they're not slowing down so far. So yeah, this is the plan for Bitcoin. I would say pretty much until the end of the year, and then we'll start accumulating something here.
Yeah, so looking for potential shorts within that monthly fair value gap.
Yeah, we can switch to weekly time frame and we can find better entry points. So this fair value gap could be the good entry. And if price gets there, all we need is just to wait for the 4-hour shift and then open a position. But as I said, there is a chance that we'll see sweep of that daily target, daily fractal here. So yeah, if I don't see the reverse in favor of the gap, then I'll probably look for it after the sweep of this.
So technically right now you could be looking for short-term longs.
Yeah.
And then you have that daily fair value gap.
Yeah, so weekly fair value gap is not yet formed.
But the daily was entered. It could be another it could be another entry.
Yeah, so we've seen yesterday, or it was 2 days ago, this rejection from the sweep of this liquidity. And then it would be good to drop a bit lower. So yeah, I think I would look for longs in this fair value gap, in the lower one.
Was there an entry in the hour?
No, not yet.
Nope.
It was a pretty quick drop.
Yeah, because the shift would be here.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we drop now below this one, then the shift potentially could be here.
Mm-hmm.
And that could give you a nicer risk reward ratio to this target even.
Yeah. It can be pretty good. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll look for the reaction within this fair value gap, and then we'll see if it drops any lower.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, with what you said before, is that this dip in the fair value gap straight after it was formed, that's a good reaction. However, not after it just swept liquidity, because what you can then see is usually it still ignores it, which is exactly what we kind of see. And then there's a high probability that it will actually go down and then back up.
Yeah. Yeah, so the only thing I don't like is seeing this liquidity here and then also here as well.
Yeah, you could basically just check the whole line there.
Yeah, but I mean, this one, it can be swept like this. And then we can see the price go up. So yeah, but again, you don't need to guess. All you need is just to wait for the price to get into this area and then look for the shift.
Yeah, exactly. It's a reactive strategy, so you just set your alerts and go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, this would be the plan for the short term. Would be a long position towards.
Do we need to update the alerts? So at what point is the first time to check? I think the first one would be if we go below that one, yeah. And yeah, then that one. But obviously you'll already be alerted if that happens. And I mean, yeah, invalidation would be if it already takes that high point, right? That previous sweep, not even the fair value gap.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it still might go like this.
Yeah, but then you need to look for a new fair value gap probably.
I mean,
because there might be, if the price now goes up, then you might see a fair value gap right here, and then that could mean that you need to set up a new alert.
Well, yeah, that's true. It is too many alerts.
Well, you only need the two because you'll be alerted when this happens. You don't need to have that one.
Yeah, but this is the long-term alert.
Yeah,
That's
you could
for
leave
sure.
it in. It's fine. But I mean, it's just something like you could only get either one of these, right? The price is either going to go up or down, and it's
Yeah.
going to hit one of those first. It's not going to hit. Well, technically, it could hit both in the same time, but then something like October 6th is probably happening.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would say this is the plan for Bitcoin, so we can look at other markets.
Ethereum is probably similar.
Let's see. So we had this monthly fair value gap. And what else? Just one small fair value gap there.
And a new one forming.
Yeah, there might be a new fair value gap, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, there. I was just going to say there will probably be fair value gaps on the lower time frames, which there are obviously.
Yeah. So this reaction from this daily fair value gap, then it looks like there was currently the reaction from this inverse fair value gap.
Yeah, it didn't sweep like Bitcoin did.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, it's still pretty similar to Bitcoin. So we have two fair value gaps on the way. We still have this liquidity.
But yeah, if it dips into this fair value gap today and then has a nice reaction, we could see some continuation and have a decent target. I think the top of
Yeah.
that swing is a decent target. Like, well, I mean that's even further if you want to go to that one. But I think this one would even be in reach as a nice target,
Yeah, it can be.
a conservative target.
Yeah, that's what you like.
Hey, what's your average on the back test?
0. Yeah, that's true.
Conservative is consistent.
Yeah, but still, yeah, pretty similar to Bitcoin. It would be interesting to backtest these charts when the month ends, see if there are any opportunities, because I missed pretty much everything except a couple of longs that I had. I was so busy with building my systems for the year that I forgot to check the charts.
Yeah, I was also like thinking of when you want to add a new market to your watch list is to actually do the back test from the previous months up until when you start, so that you've done the back test, you've you probably understood a little bit on how the market moves in the nearest time frames, and then you just continue on like that. It's like if you are doing the back test, if the data was already there, you're just doing it at a far slower pace, so it requires some discipline to come back to it. But technically it would be the exact same thing as if you were continuing the backtest.
Yeah, but I would say maybe backtesting like 3 months would be better to get better understanding of the market.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
A bare minimum would be a month. Like,
yeah. Damn, this chart is so weird with all these moves.
Yeah, it's got some weird outliers here and there, and then those clusters of accumulation and distribution. Like you can see it here and here and here. And this is a 4-hour chart. It moves quite dramatically. If it makes a move, it's like bam.
Yeah, it's like more clusters of manipulation, I would say. Yeah, it's crazy, like moving like that. Jesus.
This is a 4-hour chart, right? It's like it becomes less apparent on the higher time frames, but on the 4-hour, it's like, yeah, let's dump and move to a new zone.
Yeah, I get anxiety looking at the chart. But this one is not better. So, yeah, what we have here. On Solana, we have this monthly fair value gap, which is quite low, but still, I believe, in reach. We can get to this one. Oops. You'll probably don't see this one taken.
Yeah, there's even more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just so happy about this inverse fair value gap, because I had a friend who asked me to buy crypto at the beginning of the, like somewhere, yeah, by the end of the summer. He decided to buy some crypto, and I told him, no, don't buy it now. And I showed him this chart with this inverse fair value gap and told him that you need to sell here, don't buy. And he bought anyway.
And you sold.
Yeah, and then he sold like a few weeks ago.
Oh, the classic buy high, sell low.
Yeah, I mean that's what you need when you start trading. That's the initial lesson that you take.
We've all been there, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's the natural progression. You go from buying high, selling low to thinking like, maybe I need to do this in reverse, buy low, sell high.
Yeah, but it's so funny to see like people realize these, these primal emotions in them, like this fear and greed.
Yeah, but that's what it is, right? It's the FOMO that kicks in. It's like, I don't want to, like, what if it continues to go to 1,000 and I missed it?
Yeah, exactly.
And then then the mentality of like selling here, I don't. That's the harsh part. Like I could understand that you maybe buy here, right? I can maybe understand that. And then you see this, and then you're like, yeah, no, this is done. I'm out. I've seen this many times, and I'm like, if only just have the strength to hold on to it.
Yeah. But to be fair, this guy, he said that, yeah, I admitted I wasn't right, and I sold everything. I lost like a lot of money, but now I'm going to start learning how to trade, and that's it. I'm out of the market so that I don't need to look at it. So yeah, that was his decision. He just took a loss, and that's it.
Well, at least he recognized the mistake.
Yeah,
it's an expensive learning moment, but a learning moment it was.
Yeah, it was quite expensive. He told me how much he bought. Yeah, it was quite a lot.
Yeah. So that's why we have the backtesting, so that you don't have to risk your money, and paper trading, so that you don't have to risk money. You can just try it.
Yeah.
And then you try it, right? And then you buy it with paper trading money. You see the price of Solana go from 250 to 1,000, and you're like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the market that I had one of the stupidest decisions that I've made in trading. I'm trying to remember what was that.
But yeah, speaking of Solana here, probably similar move, fair value gap down.
It may be, but yeah, so here what I see is that we have the sweep of liquidity here.
This
And
would be a
then,
great range trade.
yeah, it's either the range or we might also see the weekly shift here. So yeah, maybe Solana will have some strength.
Oh, wasn't there some announcement about the Solana ETF as well?
I'm not sure. There probably was something.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking into this.
No, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the news says that Ripple and Solana are beating Bitcoin at the institutional investors.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So the inflows are bigger.
Yeah, because the margin is bigger to make, I believe.
Yeah. So it would be good to see Ripple, which is, well, let's finish Solana and then look at Ripple.
Yeah. So yeah, so far we are in a range. Can we do it like this?
Yeah, so probably be mindful of this range. It might go down when it touches the top.
Yeah, it might, but I'm more thinking about that weekly shift here. But yeah, there's like two scenarios. So we can have a rejection from here, or we can have a shift.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a long opportunity in this one as well.
Yeah. So far here we have no resistance at all, and it's actually weird that we got stuck before the swing high. So yeah, this would be a great long position if we can get there.
Yeah, okay. So they look very similar to the other markets.
Yeah, like to be honest, a lot of markets look like this right now, just because of that run that we had the last week. Yeah, it's weird how it just stopped here. But yeah, okay, the strategy is pretty much the same here. So we'll look for longs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be the global short if we have an option to get there. Which is again like, no, it's like 25%.
Yeah, it's
possible.
Doable. It's possible.
Yeah, if Bitcoin goes like 10, 12% up, then it's possible. Okay. Let's see Ripple.
Similar monthly fair value gap, although closer.
Yeah, I believe others, they didn't have monthly fair value gap, or did they? No, there was no, that's this one. I have one more in Solana. But yeah, others don't have monthly fair value gap, I believe.
Which is no, like, Bitcoin didn't, no.
Yeah, this one makes it even better for shorting.
On Bitcoin, we only had the midway of the Fibonacci.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sweep that we had.
Which makes no sense in the chart now, but oh well.
Yeah, also it can be a range as well. So here we had weekly fair value gap that has been tested, and then nothing else except that monthly fair value gap. So probably something like that I would expect. And then, yeah, it would be good to leave this liquidity for the next bull run.
Yeah, which it hopefully will blow past it.
But yeah, I mean, looking at Ripple, you can see how it goes. Like it just has these compressions and then it goes up.
That was even a, yeah, look, that was a massive reaction here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Trump election. But yeah, you might see something like this later. And all those Ripple fans that have been holding it for like 10 years, they'll be happy at some point.
Well, I'm still holding a little bit of Ripple, but not a massive amount. But still, if it goes to $6, yeah, it's a bit of cash.
Yeah, but with that theory that I mentioned about banks breaking at some point and then blockchain being taken as the core technology for banks, then yeah, why not use Ripple? And it can go up to 10 or even higher.
Well, if CZ does a better job, then maybe we could even have BNB beat that. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they want to have something Chinese there.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, these global games are pretty hard to predict.
Does this have daily fair value gaps? Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, also almost about to enter.
Yeah, we have multiple.
Yeah, this is even a nicer one, yeah.
But yeah, following this strategy that we mentioned a lot during the backtest, just a small deep into fair value gap is usually how it goes after these quick spikes.
Yeah, but also what you said, this also doesn't have any reason to stop here because the liquidity is here.
Yeah, well, yeah, here it took out some of this liquidity.
Yeah, but it blew past that.
Let me check if we had this on Solana. Well, yeah, there was some liquidity.
Yeah, maybe this and this.
But yeah, in general, it's still pretty much the same. So we just look at every fair value gap on the way down and enter. But the monthly target is pretty close here. This is weekly fair value gap. Yeah, I also wanted to look at the global targets for shorts. I forgot about that. What would you expect from Ethereum?
For shorts? Yeah, this target first.
No, I mean like as the target for the end of the cycle.
Oh, here or here?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I'll ever see these targets. But yeah, 2000 is pretty good, I believe.
It is Ethereum, so
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, what was the previous percentage drop after the?
It's 80%.
Yeah, so it was larger than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So 72 could potentially be possible.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm not sure if I would invest. Like, I wouldn't do an investment trade if it goes to this one. I don't know why, but for some reason, expanding my Ethereum investment, I don't know. I really need to rethink that investment part. It's investment, right? It's not trading.
Yeah.
Because for trading, it's fine, but for investment, I think Bitcoin is just safer in that sense. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, it may be. You never know. Like maybe tomorrow they'll say that the founder of Ethereum is Russian spy, and yeah, that's it. That's the end of the project.
Well, would be worse if it was the case for Bitcoin.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, also like so this could be one thing, but also I also have a belief that we just have this narrative pushed that Ethereum is not valuable, and then at some point it will just explode and go up as soon as you stop believing in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what usually happens. So, yeah.
All right. Do we have any closing remarks as we're coming up to the hour of this stream?
I'm not sure. Like, yeah, these are the targets.
Well,
that
my short-term outlook is a little bit bullish, short-term. So that's what we've set up in these markets is alerts for potential longs, mostly on the daily time frame. So what that means, like if you want to do this trading, then look for daily 1 hour. So daily fair value gap point of interest and 1 hour trades. That's what we'll be doing. Obviously, no guarantee that we will get them, but we're definitely going into the long positions for now until we see points of interest on the high time frames, like the weekly fair value gaps being taken out, and then we'll probably see some shorting opportunities.
Yeah.
Is that a fair recap of what we've been doing? I think it is.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Well, then on that note, I think we can say goodbye and let you know that tomorrow we'll be back live again 2 hours later, me and Rafa, to do some quick scanning. See if I can still scalp some markets. The last session wasn't that good because I had to cut it short and had to take a bigger loss than I wanted, but I just couldn't stay in the market anymore because I had to go. But it's entertaining, so come and watch it. It's a different setting from today. Got some nice background music. Got some more action on the markets because there will definitely be trading. I don't care if we lose a little bit of money. It's all fine. You will learn more about how you could do some scalping trading, how you could use the quick scanner for scalping, and how you can use short keys and all that kind of stuff. Really see Altrady in action on the lower time frames. And obviously, whatever you see is also applicable and usable on the high time frame. So even if you're a swing trader, not really into day trading, then it's still interesting to watch because the techniques that we'll use to set up the positions and manage them is similar on any time frame. Doesn't matter. All right. With that, I will thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Roman, for the analysis. And we'll see you next week on the backtesting session on Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you too.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.